Welcome, welcome, my beautiful Scorpios. Brenda here, Brenda Tarot, and this is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for January the 31st to February the 6th, 2022. Now, my earlier videos for this week, I totally screwed up, and I really do believe retrograde has been beating my butt up here. Last week I had all kinds of technical issues with my computer. My friends that are out here doing the same thing, working virtually, other readers, they had major crashes with their computers too. So I don't usually get caught up in retrograde and let it bother me, but I have to say something hit me hard this week. And I had said this was January 31st to February the 2nd. Yeah, see the big mistake? It's February the 6th. So with that note, please pay attention to my community section on my page here on YouTube as well, because I did mention that there, because I know I'm going to have people come back and say, hey, how come they were dated this when I watched it, now they're dated that? So keep your eyes open and watch my community section, because I do put notifications there periodically. But anyway, let's get on with this reading, and hopefully everything goes smooth. Now, your very first card here you got is a tall tale. So you could be hearing something from somebody. Everything that glitters isn't always gold. Beware. There could be somebody who is not telling you the whole truth, so help them God. They might be coming forward and, making this big fictitious fable tale. Be aware and pay attention. Trust your intuition here to pay attention to, any snake charmers, as they say, coming in towards you this week. Stand in your truth and be sure that you don't allow someone to do this. Okay, somebody could be telling you a tall tale right now, and the truth is what's going to set you free no matter what. Now, you've got the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is opposing energy, making a decision or a choice here, and maybe there is another party here involved with you that is requiring you to do it together, and neither one of you wants to budge. So it's about seeing the picture in complete clarity. And sometimes we have to bring in a mediator, especially if it's a legal issue, to lay the cards on the table so that we can see all that's there to choose from and to make a decision, a command decision together. I do think there will be some compromise coming into the equation here, but nonetheless, you can't hide and let on that there isn't a problem. This decision has to be made. And I think once the cards are on the table for you to see the whole thing, both of you can come to an amicable decision here. You feel as though you're at a crossroads right now. Coming in with that, here is your choices and your decisions that you have to defend yourself. Stand up for yourself. Don't back down. This is all about, with the Seven of Wands, doing that. Okay, claiming your personal power. Stay determined. You could be advocating for something for yourself as well, or somebody else. But I think here you could be defending yourself. There's a lot of that going on this week with you, Scorpio. So stand up for what you believe in. It's important to confidently defend your actions, even if you're in a minority. Your beliefs are right, and you got to stand by your ground. Have the courage of your convictions and pay close attention to what's going on around you. Sometimes we have to say no, okay, to people in power in order to look out for ourselves. So think about that this week. I think, you'll come to a decision here, but I think there's, definitely going to be some, some energy around you where you're going to have to speak your piece and let it be known. Your next card you have here in the next row is the Golden Palace. So the Golden Palace is an interesting card. It represents good fortune and ambition, fulfillment, wealth, and prosperity. It could also indicate emotional fulfillment. So something could be happening to you in a relationship that's going to be improved. If you've been having any difficulties, you may be feeling emotionally satisfied in a situation with a friendship or a relationship. But it's about happiness. It's long overdue for you, my beautiful Scorpios. And it indicates material gain and tangible rewards. So don't be afraid, Scorpio, to share the wealth, my friend. Coming in next, you have the Tower. And the Tower is all about making changes, making decisions and choices, looking at things from a different perspective, and moving forward in that direction, building a strong legacy here, or foundation, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's in your business, whether it's in, it has to do with money, whatever the case is. Definitely you're rebuilding something here. You want to have future, and you're going to get it because, you've got this beautiful Golden Palace here of prosperity. And I think you're making the changes. And I think this is a constant evolution and transformation for you, Scorpios. You seem to be changing things up a lot and tweaking things in the manner and the way you had been doing them in the past. And you're changing that because you want stability. stability now. You want a firm foundation. You've learned from the shakiness and perhaps things that weren't on a firm foundation in the past, friendships, romances, jobs that just were going nowhere for you, or the way you were there doing it, and now you're changing that. So it's beautiful. You have this ability to trust your intuition. Here you have the High Priestess, and that is, you're very intuitive, you're very empathic, and so a lot of you are very psychic. You do what I do. You've heard me say this before, Scorpios. So step up into that power. Do your research, do your delving, do your digging deep here. Go deep into that, the recesses of what you need to find out about, and trust it, because I think it's going to help you continue to build this legacy, continue to grow. Some of you might be getting information that you need. Maybe you're taking courses or teaching courses here. She sits here with a scroll of information and wisdom here because she's done her research. She's looked into things and delved into things and trusted her intuition to go for her goals. Now, coming in next in your center position, you have the bird flying, and this is news on the way. It's funny, this reminds me of looking at things from a different perspective too, being able to see the whole picture. But definitely you're going to be hearing something about news. So birds are messengers, as we all know, and definitely you're going to be hearing something that's going to be coming in for you. So keep your eyes open for that. Now, you've got the Five of Wands. I talked about the Seven of Wands. The Five of Wands is competition as well. So it could be that you're dealing with a little bit of competition right now. But healthy competition is good. That's what propels us to go forward. That's what keeps us thinking on our feet. That's what keeps us moving forward in a positive direction. So you could be dealing with multiple situations right now that need your attention. But don't get caught up in dramatic people or other people's burdens or drama, okay? Because they could be trying to poke you constantly to get involved. But I think a lot of you are going to be thinking about working with others and finding compromise as a way to come to a peaceful resolution with somebody here, rather than going into battle mode here, constantly having to defend yourself. Stand back and take a look at the big picture. Listen carefully, maybe to other people's viewpoints, all right? And as I said, get away from the drama of other people. Healthy competition can be good, and it makes you stronger. So don't be afraid to do that, but don't get caught up in petty quarrels this week. Not your problem. Now, you've got the Four of Coins, and the Four of Coins is the how you spend your money and how you save your money, right? The extremes of that. But I also look at it as the extremes and lack of energy that you propel out there. Maybe you're giving 150% of your energy to everybody else, spreading yourself too thin. And you know what? You need to say no without explanation. You don't have to do that. You could be wearing yourself out. For others, you could be isolating yourself. It's time to enjoy life. Don't be afraid. Get out there and show the world what you have to offer. So there's two meanings to this card, but also you could be hanging on to your money in that aspect, right? And you don't want to be stuck in a situation when a tower comes crashing down on you. You're trying to build this legacy. You want this golden palace here. And you're hanging on to your money and you're being careful. For others, you may have the resources to go out there and buy a big ticket item. Be careful, okay? Be sure that you've got the resources there to do it and extra to fall back on. So this says keep your options open, but some of you could also be applying for a loan and you'll get it. And others may be able to pay off a long-standing debt, because you might be getting news, good news here on the way of something that could help you out there financially, if it is finances. Now, coming in here with your next card, you've got a new romantic cycle begins. This is a new moon in Libra. So I think, you've taken a fair assessment and now, you want things to be calm and equally, and equal. You want to be in that beautiful, in the center position here for something to come in. And I think you're going to see that there's going to be a new romance. And I think the two of you are going to connect. I see a very calm relationship here. I see, puzzle pieces fitting here, they're showing me. So definitely this is beautiful. It's something new, that's a new cycle begins. So it could be with somebody you already know, or it could be with somebody new. It says a new romantic cycle. It doesn't say a new romantic partner. So something could be changing here that is helping this relationship to grow. It's much calmer, they're showing me. Now you've got the Seven of Wands twice here, okay? So, again, standing up in your truth, standing up for your convictions, defending yourself, and not backing down. I think is maybe the communicating here with, that's what's bringing in a better, more satisfying cycle here in your emotional part of your life and in your relationship here, because you've laid the cards on it on the table, and you've said to yourself, this is what I want, and I'm not settling for less. And you may have also had that conversation with somebody this week. This is what I want, and I'm not settling for less. I'm worthy of this. So stand up for that. The Knight of Pentacles says, things might be going slowly here for you. And things might still be in the planning stage. So take your time. Make out a detailed list like this knight does. He is the slowest moving knight on the zodiac. You've heard me say this a million times. And he doesn't go charging in on his steed and then, have to put the brakes on because the moat's down. Well, not what I do, or whatever. He forgot his shield or whatever, plan B. He plans to be prepared. So I think here, you're being very careful, and perhaps if it is a new romance or a renewed romance, you're being very guarded and very protected and protective of yourself here. But also, you're going to take this slow. Okay, you're going to plan it and take it slow. You're not going to be jumping into anything. Now, don't jump into anything quickly this week. Don't make any rash decisions, choices, anything like that, or signing of any documents that can be life-changing. Okay, read between the lines and take your time. Now, coming in your last row, you have surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Maybe some of you are getting into this. Maybe you're having drumming circles, or you're having singing bowl circles, or you're having energy and crystal healing energy circles. You could also be meditating more to manifest what it is you want. So taking yourself to the silence, to the inner peace, to let that energy flow. And when you get yourself in that zone, what we feel inside, we project out into the universe. So definitely, some of you could be either joining groups like this or creating your own inner Zen space, taking time for yourself to just de-stress. Beautiful. Wow. I'm so glad you got these cards, Scorpio, at the end of your week. Look what you got. 10 of Cups, happy ever after. This is about harmony and peace within your family circle or your chosen family circle. This is about dealing with children and communicating with children and having issues with children that get resolved. Happiness there as well. Whether you're planning a family, bringing a bringing family, a blended family into your life, your circle, whether someone's having a baby, whether you're just having discussions with children and the youth, around you, it's going to be harmonious. Also, your relationships are going to be smoother and more peaceful here. But this is happiness, fulfillment, beautiful, beautiful. Cups filling here of joy and beauty. This is wonderful. And why not? You have the Ace of Cups. We talked about a new romantic cycle is going to begin for you, but taking it slow. But this could be somebody new coming in here to you, somebody who presents himself, in an emotional experience that causes a beautiful emotional experience in your life. You're going to be coming very close to a situation that fills you with joy, or somebody that fills you with joy. And it could be the start of a new romantic relationship or a renewed romance within your current relationship. You could find yourself falling madly and deeply in love with a person, on a personal connection. It could also be a new friend coming into you at this time that's bringing you this happiness and harmony. But I think it's going to be beautiful. It's about spiritual revelations, and maybe you're getting a gift from someone close to you. Wow, beautiful. I love it. Well, my beautiful Scorpios, this is your reading for this week, and I think it's pretty good. Just try not to get caught up in other people's battles or drama this week. I think you're laying your cards on the table, and you're going to be letting people know where you stand. You're not going to get taken down that proverbial garden path again by someone who's telling you a tall tale, or maybe not the truth, the whole truth. You deserve this abundance coming into you by trusting your intuition and rebuilding or firming up a situation here. Definitely keep your eye on your money. Be careful with your money. They just told me there could be somebody coming in here who wants to either talk you into spending money into some sort of scheme, or wanting to borrow from you. Be careful of that. That was just intuitive here. My guide stepped forward to tell me that. Happy ever after? Beautiful. Take your time, and there could be a new relationship, friendship, kinship, soulmate coming in. But you're definitely going to be hearing about some news coming in maybe by the middle of the week. I wish you a great remainder to today, my beautiful Scorpios, and a very positive outlook for this week to come. Always know that I send you many blessings and much love, and I'll see you soon.